friends, it's Sheree. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. I'm here for hashtag Thrifty Thursday. That's an open collab hosted by myself, and everyone's welcome to participate. You just use the hashtag Thrifty Thursday and link my channel, Turquoise Dreaming. And thank you so much for watching and for participating. There's lots of people participating, so you can search that hashtag and find lots of videos. And thank you to all who participate. I can't get around to everyone's. It used to be I would watch everyone's videos, but I can't do that. I haven't been able to do that for a long time because so many people over the years since I started this collab participate. So I really, really appreciate that. So let me show you what I got from thrift stores this week. I don't know if there's anything from like anywhere else, but I think everything. Oh yeah, there is a couple things from Temu. So I'll show you. There's a couple things I've gotten for a project, and I'm keeping my eyes out, and that is I think mostly binders. Just with a notebook, like a notebook with a notebook rings, and just regular notebooks. So one of the notebooks I got, I don't have the notebook here because I already took it apart. And so I have those parts. I'm not going to show you the notebook parts today, but like the, inside and the rings. But I'm going to show you what in this one notebook I found. I wasn't really looking for these things, but they were in a notebook. So I got the notebook for other purposes, which I will show you, or maybe I've already shown you this week. I don't know. Exactly, because I don't have all the parts to show you that project yet, but this was in one of the notebooks, and it was a recipe notebook, and so it came with all of these sleeves. All of these have recipe cards in them, the same recipe card, but really cool. Looks like no one ever used it. Maybe it was given to someone as a gift. They never used it, and it ended up at the thrift store. So they all look like this. This is knife, forks, and spoons up here. And here's where you're supposed to write your recipe. And it has lines on the back too. So cool, right? And these can be used in my journals as they are. They can be decorated up a little bit. They can be used as pockets. They can be used for recipes, and they can just be used for journaling cards. Just because something's made for a specific purpose, of course, you don't have to use it for that purpose. So all of those sleeves, and I do use these from time to time in journals, I will attach them in some way, even in one with a signature. I will sew this, say, into a journal, and then make the opening over here. Say I'll make a slit over here and make the opening over here so that, this part can be sewn. But then, see, you're supposed to get the recipe card out over here, but then I'll just make an opening over here and do it like that. And so all of those, and then it came with a little package here of, let's see, all those sleeves with recipe cards. And then it came with an extra little package here of the recipe sleeves. How many are in here? There's a lot there in that part with the cards. And in here it says 20 more in here. So see, never opened. So I was like, that's pretty cool. I was just looking for a notebook, but I'll take this part too, because I do use these types of things. And then it also came with all of these cute divider cards. They have a little, this one says appetizers, again with the knife, fork, and spoon theme. Like on the back, and these are kind of manila colored, not white. They're kind of off, like a manila folder colored, and they are cardstock. So there's quite a few of them actually too. So I was like pleasantly surprised when I found that. Let's see. Oh, and this was on, I think the cover. I ripped this off the cover for some type of use. It was a little kind of centerpiece on the cover. There's a piece of paper there. Let me get that off so you can see it. But this is a little piece of oh, it came off. Okay. A little piece of fabric. But this is a little plate with the knife, fork, and spoon on it. And it's heavy metal. It's heavy. So Yeah, no, I'm not going to be able to poke a hole through this and make it into a charm. That would be cool. Sorry. I hope that wasn't too loud. But I can glue it down on something. It's not too terribly bulky. So yeah, I could glue it down on something. So that's one thing I just ordered. No, I just got it actually. So I got some. I was trying to get E6000, and apparently I was ordering it with my Walmart order, my grocery order this week, and apparently they're out of E6000. So I got Gorilla Glue instead. So I do have that, and it does say metal on it. It says metal, wood, all the things. So I think it's similar. I don't know if I've ever used Gorilla Glue, but I'm sure it's good too. But let me show you what I got from Temu real quick, and then I'll show you the rest of my stuff came from thrift stores. So I got these little flower trims here. I'm going to take them out of the package in a second. But this is a previous flower trim. I just want to show you the difference in size. So here's the previous ones I got. And this is what I usually get, or the size that I usually get. I just, whenever I get these flowers, I know they're going to be about this size. And these are, I really actually like, I thought these were going to be that size, but I actually really like the smaller size, because sometimes I want to put these flowers on, like say a cover, but even though they're so small, they're actually too big because, there's something there, like say on my sewing pattern journals or something, or any kind of book or anything. Maybe there's something there I don't want to cover up, and these flowers kind of end up being too big, believe it or not. So I was really surprised and happy with the fact that these are, I've got white with green centers, white with black centers, and white with pink centers, and these are white with yellow centers. So I'll just open this one to show you the size. And let's see how this opens. Here we go. But and I'll hold the other ones up so you can see, but you can probably see without even seeing the other ones that these are smaller. So let me show you the others. I'm going to take everything out of the package here, but see the difference in size? Isn't that cool? So these are smaller. So if you're looking for, if you like these little flowers in your crafting, and maybe you would like some smaller ones, I got these on Temu. And I'm not great. I usually have to Google I Google if I really want to know the size of something, and I'm really not sure, and I really need to know, like, I'm not going to order this if it's too big or too small. I'm not good with millimeters, like automatically figuring them out. And I learned inches being born and raised in the U.S. I go with inches, and so I just Google it, the conversion, and figure it out that way. So anyway, so cute, and I got all these colors. So yellow centers, pink centers, black centers, and green centers. So that, and then this I found at a thrift store, and it's a different brand than I've ever seen. I don't know where this comes from. Me and my big ideas, it says right here, and you can see it says Mombi sheets there. But yeah, let's see. This was at the same Goodwill. It was at Goodwill, and one of my, I'm going to call it one of my, I only go to one frou-frou. I call it a frou-frou Goodwill. Some of their stuff is a little bit more expensive, but some of their stuff is regular price, like regular Goodwill prices. This was a decent price, so I wouldn't have got it if it wasn't. But I got the notebook that I showed you the recipe cards just now. This is from that same Goodwill. Both of these came from Goodwill. These are one-sided scrapbook paper. I did open it up and look at it to make sure what exactly it was and how many sheets were in here to make sure it was worth my while, and make sure it was colors and things that I was going to use. So yeah, I thought they were pretty colors. So let's see. Here's what's in here. I like this. I love scrapbook paper like this. You've seen me use it previously. And I got a little pad of scrapbook paper cardstock from Michael's. that would look like somebody had painted it, and that's what this looks like. Somebody swiped some gold on here, like gold foil even. It's not shiny, but it looks like it would be shiny if it was real. You know what I mean? If it was real gold, like paint. So anyway, those two colors look really pretty together. And yeah, the previous one I got from Michael's was like, what, 8, something like 8 by 6 or something like that papers. That's what I made my postalettes out of, those papers, if you saw that video. This one says love, see white on the back. Of course, you can see that there's 2 of each. And polka dots. And I don't know if anybody used any paper out of this package, but I didn't look to see how many. Oh, look at that. That's really pretty. I do like bright colors, and, you know, some of my journals, like the little golden books and things that, you know, bright colors go with. So, and this one, the pink with pretty gold polka dots. So if you like gold colors, you would love this too. Very pretty. Let's see, it says 12 sheets, and I'm pretty sure there probably was 12 sheets in there, wasn't there? I didn't count them, but I think that seemed like there was about 12 sheets in there. Okay, so I went to Saturday. Let's see. These are going to be out of order, but Saturday I went to a, where did I get these? At Salvation Army thrift store. And I was just going out to go to an estate sale, and I really didn't want to go out that day. I just wanted to stay home and craft because nothing was going on this past Saturday at my house. We were having our family day on Sunday last weekend, so Saturday I didn't have to go anywhere. But I wanted to go to an estate sale that I saw signs like near my, you know, almost in my neighborhood practically. So I was like, well, you know, it's 2 minutes away. I have to go. So I went to that, and then while I was out, I went to Salvation Army. But that's where I found these little books. They had, I don't know, they had gotten in, I think they take in remnants of an estate sale type thing. And of course, other people drop things by, and I don't know where they get everything at Salvation Army besides donations and estate sales. I don't know if there's other places, but they were influxed with, it's usually full in there, and the manager's really great. She keeps it very organized and clean, even though there's tons of stuff in it right now. I mean, there always is, but there's extra amount of stuff in there right now because they must have, like I said, got in an estate sale, and it was just packed to the brim, but very clean and organized, not messy or anything. Anyway, they had like just tons of books. So I spent a little bit of time looking through the books, and this is what I bought. These little Snoopy books. That's all. I had a couple more, but I put them back. So I was like, no, I don't need that. I already have one of those, or 2 or 3 of those, and stuff like that. So yeah, I didn't get the other ones, but I got these. I thought they were so cute. They're actually little, you know, hardback books. And, you know, with a spine and everything. And I thought they would only be little storybooks, but I opened them up, and they're little blank pages. I did get, oh, the other book I got was a bluey little golden book for my granddaughter. I don't have it in here. I'm going to put it in her Easter basket, actually, I decided. And I put it in her Easter basket, but these I'm going to keep for my own Christmas journals. And when I make my Christmas journals this year, this will be a little... I don't think I would put it in a journal. It's a little bit bulky. See how thick it is to put inside of a journal. And so I would just put it in along with the journal as a little extra fun thing to come along with the journal. And they're all together. Like the little book block was just, you can see it was just glued in onto the covers, and it's loose here where the spine actually is. Can you see that down in there? I'm just looking, you know how we are now. If we make journals, we kind of look to see how these things, I want to make sure they're all together and sturdy, and they are. It's just, I'm just looking to see how they're, and show you how they're made. So super cute. 2 of these red ones and 1 green one. And they're definitely Christmassy, so I'll put those in my Christmas stash. Fun little things. So I went to just a few more things here, but some more eyelets. went to my other thrift store that's near my work. And just a few more things. Let me see if I can get it all out here. Let me see. I want to open this. And the rest is, I got a bag here. Oh, here we go. I couldn't get everything out of the bag at one time because I didn't want to mess here. So I just left it in the bag down here beside me. And I think that's it. The rest is notebooks for my project that I'm going to be doing. Hopefully be doing. I found a bunch of notebooks at this thrift store near my work. And so let me see what I got here. Snap card. I like these colorful ones, and this one has all of its snaps. And I don't really, when I find these, I don't really care if it has all of its snaps. You know, if it just and I don't care if it has any snaps really. Just as long as it's certain. I like certain colors, like these red and blue ones, or you know, really colorful, so they stand out when you put them in a journal. And I use them as a tuck spot usually. So I think that was all this. Oh, here's another one here. Yeah, one more. See, this one doesn't have all of its snaps, but look, it's the red. It's a little bit bigger one. This one has the price tag. I wish they wouldn't put the price. Why don't they put the price tag on the back? They put it right in the middle there, and then you have to like really be careful so it doesn't rip any of the paper off. There we go. I got it. But yeah, two very different sizes. This one has different sizes of snaps, and some of them are missing, which, like I said, I don't care. See, this one, they put the price tag on the back. And there was room to put it on the front, but thank goodness they didn't. Very pretty, though. Isn't that funny how we think snap cards are pretty? So, I don't really need any eyelets right now, but I showed you probably last week where I got some eyelets, and they were the smaller ones. They were black and silver, which I didn't have any of the little teeny tiny black and silver ones. So, you know, I felt like I could use, and you know, I could use those. So that's the same thing with these two. This one, this little package, never opened. Huh. Isn't that amazing how the things end up never being used, and then end up at a thrift store? Like somebody had to have this. This wasn't a gift to someone probably. Somebody bought these and never used them. But this is little tiny eyelets, like quicklets, if you know what quicklets are. They're just, here's the bigger ones, if you can see the difference in size. This is a regular size that I use. If you can see that was through the bag. And this one I got because of the different colors in here. And it was just such a good, how much was it? Oh, 25 cents. I was like, you know, eyelets are not really... I mean, they're not super expensive or anything, but they're not that cheap, I don't think. And sometimes if you order them online, it's hard to tell what size they are. I don't know if you've found that or had that problem, but I've ordered some and they're too big, and, you know, type of thing. So, you know, these I could see in person. Plus, they were only 25 cents. I'm like, let me just get these because they had all these different colors in here. There's like a copper looking one, gold, and silver in here. And there's quite a few, so I thought there's no black ones in here, but I have black ones of the same size. But yeah, and then this is the smaller ones like I just showed you. Those same colors I just mentioned, plus there's black ones in here. And there's 100, it says there's 100 in here, really? Doesn't look like there's 100 in there. Really? maybe some of them, but it doesn't look like it was opened. I wonder if it could be opened without... Well, I guess it could be opened without... Oh, maybe it was opened. Yeah, there's a little breakage in... Okay, it must have been opened because there's no way there's 100 in there. Okay, it was opened. It just didn't... See, I couldn't tell it was opened over here. Okay, so... Yeah, somebody gently opened it. Didn't tear the paper or anything. But anyway... Oh, they were originally $2.47. Okay, yeah, that's not very much. I wonder where they got them. Eyelets and... metallic something or other. Anyway, those were only 50 cents. So, and then the same thing right here with the little colorful ones. Same little package. Can you see that? I'm trying to get it where the glare is not showing, but these are colorful, like yellow, blue, green, orange. And yeah, I like those. You know, I told you last week I like those little ones too. They do work with the crocodile also. So I found some of these little, and they were cheap. So I got some of these little transfers. I think these are cool. And where's my, I had some more free stuff from there. This was free. And maybe that's the only thing. I think this was free, right? Yeah, this is a little notepad. They have a little box or bag or something of notepads, and this one was in there with the pumpkins there and a little, look at that, little scarecrow. Isn't that cute? You can see through, I mean, it's like faint, so you can still write on the lines. But yeah, a little notepad, and has these little bookmarks on the back you can cut out. There's a perforation line right here down the middle. You can separate them and use them, or cut them out even further than just perforated line and use them as little bookmarks. Try to flatten it out. It's a little crooked there, but yeah, they're all just thrown in this little box or whatever, and it says free. So I found that one this week. The same one I got the notepads at last week that I showed you. So back to these. What did I get? 1, 2. They all have different covers. First of all, so I like the envelopes for one thing. Here's the envelopes on all of these. They're all, you know, kind of similar because they're all transfers. So the geese of the, I wonder if they have a date on them. Let's see. 1989 on, nope. Yeah, it says 1989 on this one, which makes sense because it's the geese. The geese were popular back then. And then these, I don't know if these have a date. I haven't looked for dates on all of the, oh, this was never been opened. It's sealed. But I knew what was in here. So that one, I'm not going to open it right now, but there's that one sealed. This one isn't sealed. And the flap is not torn or anything. So let's open this one. 19 cents, if that tells you anything about what year it might be from. It says 19 cents. I doubt if these are anywhere near 19 cents now. That's the only one that has a price, I think, on it, though. That's funny. But anyway, oh, the paper's nice and browned, too. So that tells you I don't think it was originally that brown. But it's, usually they have, like, blue printing for the transfer. Let's see, is this one have any printing? Here it is. Oh, this one's red. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, so I can cut this up and make pages. I would just make pages. I'm not going to actually do the transfers or anything. We've got alphabet over here and pretty flowers. I guess you could even fussy cut some of these, couldn't you? I like these. If I wanted to, you could fuss, or if you wanted to, cut around the smaller or even the bigger ones. And you could use the transfers. I mean, they probably would be pretty. But this is kind of like with the color of it, it's aged color with this brown, almost looks like coffee dyed paper. So I would probably just cut it up as long as it's not brittle. And you can see the back of it, like I said, kind of brown, so it looks like coffee dyed paper on the back. So that's nice, nice color, nice patina. This one's the one that's not, so I'm not going to open it right now. Let's see if the cover doesn't tell you. It doesn't reveal what color the printing is. So this one had a black. See, it has black. You would think maybe it was black, but it was red. This one has blue, so it could be blue printing. This one has butterflies and, pretty pattern there, looks like. This one is open, and somebody, do these have 2 flaps? No. Somebody just opened this one on the end here. And that's the inside of the envelope coming out. So here's the flap still sealed. And here's the insides of this one. Has all kinds of 1, 2, 3. This one's, oh, that piece is cut apart. Somebody might have used that transfer. This one's cut up a little bit, but that's fine. I'll just use it the best way I can. Cut some pages or do some fussy cutting, like I said. We got flowers, and if I had to, maybe I would even try a transfer. I guess I would try it on coffee dyed paper or something, you know, that would be pretty. To do some of these transfers on coffee dyed paper. That would be fun, possibly, if it came out nice. But yeah, there's several. This one, it looks like it's whole. No, this one's cut up too a little bit. Not too much. Still plenty of paper to make pages. And you could back it if you feel like it's too thin or anything. You could back it with some other, you know, cardstock or whatever. This has a kind of a, let's see what color that is. I guess it's a almost like a maroon or dark burgundy printing. So very cool, very fun, very different. Okay, so that was that one. And we don't need to look at all of them. I'll put it back in a minute. And then this one, oh no, this was not open. Oh, I wanted this one to be open, the geese. Oops, sorry, I'm banging my table. Let me see if I can get it open. Oh, it's opening, maybe? No, I don't want to really tear it. So, yeah, I think it's going to tear if I try to open it anymore. So I'll open it at another time. Well, I'm going to open it at some point. Let me see. I have my paper cutter here. Hold on. Let's see if I can cut a slit here without... I think I got the pattern, you know, away from the edge here. I think I can cut this edge off where the flap is. Keep the flap on there. And just cut a little tiny sliver off here so we can open and see what this one looks like inside. So let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to cut right here a little, hopefully the smallest ever sliver. Yep, I would say that's pretty small. Hopefully I cut the envelope open. Hopefully it did the trick. Yep. Yes, I did. Okay. So, yeah, I can keep that flap on there whenever I use the envelope, probably. And here's what's inside. We've got one piece of paper with a black, is that black? I think it is. You know, this would be a good page. Is there just one here? Yeah, but it could be for a bigger journal. I might save this for a bigger journal. That would be neat to keep it all in, you know, not cut it at all or hardly any. If I had to cut a little bit off, there's a little bit of room with a blank area. Pretty much around there. Is there two here? Look, what is it? It's like a shadow in the back. But it's just one piece of paper. I guess that has something to do with the printing. Or is this a, let me see, transfer pattern? Yeah, it's for a transfer. Interesting, right? I love country, welcome friends. And we've got the geese. Look at these two. Super cute. So yeah, I might save that as a page for a bigger journal. I think I will plan on that. I might put it with my other my bigger books that I'm going to turn into. I'm trying to think of what book it would go into. Yeah, because there's a couple that I want to, bigger books that I want to turn into journals. And then we have the envelope too. So very cool. Yeah, glad we opened that. I wanted to see what that was, what it looked like, you know, inside. And then these two I found, I'm keeping my eyes out at this one thrift store that always has stuff like this. For this silky, you know, it's just one layer. It's not folded or anything. Kind of silky ribbon type seam binding. So I like to use these in, it's nice and strong, and then you get these pretty colors, and it's, you know, kind of like a lot of these are vintage seam binding, and then I use them for, I mean, you can use them on tags and stuff, but I like to use them for the closures, you know. I think they make really nice closures for your journal covers and free journals. So this is what I wanted to see. This little package. I saw Halloween. It was an unusual thing to find there. I've never found anything like this. Iron-on fabric sheets, 6 sheets, and it was $1. I was like, I know this had to be more than $1. Create it. Personalize your project. So, draw a face, draw or trace design on sheet, cut out, place shapes on project fabric side up. And then here's more instructions here, but it's called iron-on transfer sheet. So I have no idea. Well, it does say right here 8 by 9 inches. So that's a good size. That's a good size. And it's Halloween. So I thought, and this looks like Halloween fabric that I've had, like from, I got fabric, these almost like this pattern, and I think this pattern, and this pattern, but not this one. I haven't had that one before. That's really cool. But from Walmart. So I don't know if this is from Walmart or what, but let's see. Let's see what we have. Okay, so this is how big it is. Cool, okay. But it was, you know, little pieces of fabric, basically is what I consider it. Because I doubt if I'm going to use it as iron-on, but I guess you could probably, it's, let me show you the back. It's kind of like, if you've ever seen this, you know what it is, but it's kind of thick because it has this backing on it. That's the iron-on part, kind of like, feels like, almost like plasticized. So it's, it would be nice for a pocket because it's thick and kind of stiff from that backing. If I wanted to sew or glue down a pocket, it would be good for that. Or I could even layer it and maybe even iron it on. I try the iron-on aspect of it with, you know, if I did want to put some cardstock, like some kind of colored cardstock on the back or something, or craft color, orange, you know, green, whatever, on the back. But I could try that iron-on aspect of it. But anyway, super cute. So we've got that pattern. There's 2 of those. But no, it's different. Well, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same, but it's not exactly the same orientation. You know what I mean? It's another piece of it, and so everything's not in exactly the same spot. Like you see that purple boo right there. This one has a, and that's over here on this one. So yeah, different orientation. And then we've got the orange with black polka dots, 2 of those. And like I said, I've had these before, these patterns in fabric, like a fat quarter bundle. You know, this fat quarter, I don't know if they still have one. I haven't have them. I'm sure they probably do, but I haven't bought any in a while. That they usually have around holidays. They have them normally, but they have special ones during holidays. I'm sure I got them at Walmart. Anyway, those 2 patterns I had, but this one I've never had. This is cool. I like this kind of splat, like somebody just splatted all their paint on here in Halloween colors. There's no purple on here, but there's black, orange, gray, 2 different shades of orange. And all these coordinate, of course, as you can see. They kind of all go together, of course. There's a piece of cardboard in the middle here that I can use if it's straight. I can reuse that. It's taped. Oh, there we go. Very cool. Well, I'm glad I got it for $1. That's neat. Awesome. Yeah, there was only one there. I found it in a little bin with some other stuff. Like, it didn't look like it belonged there, but they probably didn't know where to put it because it was kind of like, it wasn't with the fabric. It was with the sewing notions. So they probably like, it was probably with these actually, these iron-on transfers. So you see stuff like that, and then there you go, I saw this Halloween fabric. Like, oh, what is that? So, yeah, then that's it. The rest was binders that I'm going to use in a project, which I will show you at a later date. Let me see if there was anything in the binders. Are they all empty? There's one here. This one I got. I'll show you that one. The others are empty, I think. Let me make sure. Yeah, the others are empty. And this one was just photo. This is a photo album. And so you can see what I'm talking about. Any type of binder that I found I got that was cheap, you know, and they were cheap. They were all cheap. So I can reuse these too. Maybe you've seen me use them. These have holes right through the 4x6 part. Like, how are you supposed to get your photo in there? It would go all the way up to here. That is strange. Because usually there's a little extra. I wonder if they cut it off or something. I don't know. Weird. But anyway, yeah, this one was $2. So, yep. Yep. So that's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed. All from thrift stores except for the floral little pieces. I really felt like I needed these, and I always look around. I don't just automatically go to Temu, but I always look around and try to find, you know, similar prices like on Amazon or Walmart.com. I order, you know, what I can from Walmart because I have Walmart Plus, but and I don't have Prime anymore, so I get free shipping from Walmart Plus. But you know, it's not so bad if you don't have Prime. Actually, I've found, because I decided not to pay for Prime this year, and just FYI, just wait until I have $35 worth of stuff. I think it's $35, and then I can get free shipping. Same with, well, I think it's the same with Walmart if you don't have Walmart Plus, but I didn't want to pay for both Walmart Plus and Amazon, so that's what I did. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.